welcome to my channel. Today is Fashion Class with Kate, and today we're going to be talking about how to dress sincerely for those who have lost themselves. And I think this is a very important topic to me because I think in the world where we're all feeling a lot of pressure from everybody, from our phones, from each other, from our politicians, from everybody, we're just all feeling a lot of pressure. Some of it is real pressure, some of it is artificial pressure. And I think the wisdom is knowing the difference between the two. So today I wanted to do low pressure class where we don't have to force ourselves to change, but we just get to think about this with curiosity and kindness. So I'd like you all to reflect with me today about your style and about your life. And I'd like you to help me answer a couple of questions about yourself. And you can ask them to yourself, you don't have to tell me. But if you want to tell me, you can tell me in the comments, but it's free for you to just do yourself. I don't have to be a part of it. So I'm just teaching you. You can take it or leave it, what I say, okay? It's up to you whether you want to change or not. And it's up to you whether you want to be happy or not. And I think there's a lot of factors that affect your happiness, and that's not on you. That's not your fault that you're unhappy. It's just, it is your responsibility to make good actions and to be kind to others, and because we owe each other that much. And I think you owe yourself that much to be kind to yourself too. So anyway, that is the preface of the video. So the first step of how to dress sincerely for those who have lost themselves, and I have my laptop right here, just that's why I'm looking down. But the first step, how to dress sincerely, is to move slowly and intentionally. Treat yourself like you would a small little puppy. You just need to move slow and feel trust in yourself and in others in order to feel like you can have good style. You have good style if you feel scared, if you don't feel safe, and if you feel judged by other people and by yourself, because you're your worst, harshest critic. So in order to move slowly and intentionally, we need to break down those barriers of why you're not nice to yourself, why you're not nice to other people if you are, but I'm sure you are kind to other people. If you're not, maybe you can do some reflection about that and be like, why am I acting so defensively? However, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Right now, the only slow thing we need to do is just go slow. And just move slowly and intentionally. Because to build a habit and to train a puppy, you need to be able to go slow so that the dog can gain your trust. You're trying to gain the trust back with yourself, okay? So in order to trust yourself, you need to move slowly and intentionally. Because if you go too fast, you're gonna rush the process. And the process, guess what? It's the most fun part. You don't wanna rush the process, it's just fun. So you don't need to feel bad that it's not fun yet. It will get fun later. And just promise, like, trust in me at that. You gotta trust in me as your teacher, and then I can trust in you that you will get it, okay? And I know that you can get this, because it's just about listening to yourself. And I think we're all told to not listen to ourselves and to ignore our inner pressures, just to work as hard as we can and to help each other. But you gotta listen to yourself first, because you're telling yourself what you need. Like, for example, I need water right now. And I'm gonna move slowly and intentionally through this video and give myself water when I need it, because I'm not trying to rush. I need to take care of myself too. In order to take care of everyone else, you need to take care of yourself too. So the second thing that you've got to do is listen to yourself and others, which I already talked about, but I think it's very important to just listen to yourself, to what you need. What in your fashion world is too much. And so the first thing that you've got to do as homework is make a list of values. In order to love yourself and your style, you need to know yourself. And you might not know yourself yet, and that's okay. Some people don't know themselves just because they've been told to be somebody else their whole lives. That's not your fault. But it's your responsibility to find yourself now, because you might know better now. If you don't know better yet, then it's not your job. But if you do know better that you should love yourself, maybe it's time to actually do it and to actually love yourself, because you deserve it. You deserve that kindness. So you got to listen to yourself and others. So first, I think a lot of us forget to listen to ourselves. I think that's the main problem here, especially as women, because us as women, we're always mothering everyone in our lives, even if we're not real, like, if we're not like, not real mothers, but like, even if we're not actually having children and taking care of children, we are mothering every man in our lives. We are mothering even the women in our lives. Like, we're just mothering everybody. So in order to listen to yourself and to prioritize yourself, because this is your style we're talking about, it's okay to be selfish about it a little bit. But you should make a list of values. In order to love yourself and your style, you need to know yourself. Do your clothes right now align with your personal values? And once you've written that list, you can ask yourself that question. If not, how can you dress more aligned with yourself? And I think that's the next point, is that in order, and just go slow. If that's too much, you can just rest, and that's the first lesson that you're trying to internalize. You don't have to internalize every part of this video, but if you're already there, we can go on to the next step, which is be giving. As much as you give others, try not to neglect yourself and your needs. Make a list of what makes you feel cozy and safe. Do a self-care night where you pamper yourself, whatever that looks like. Anything on the list you can do. So for me, I like to write poetry to feel like cozy and safe. So I try to like have a cozy home, and I drink some tea, and I have a bath, and I do like self-care where I put on like face masks and stuff. But then it's also a nourishing of the soul. So I try to like watch art and listen to art and stuff that maybe I've already seen before because I'm tired. I don't have to watch new things because it's exhausting, but sometimes if I want to watch new things I can, but other times I just want to watch something that I've already seen before. So then I just watch a rom-com. Because think about it, you are doing so many new things every single day that maybe you deserve to rewatch something that was like, that's memorable, that you remember, because it's like you don't have to do the work of learning something new every single aspect of your life. So if that's what's stopping you from watching movies, just watch an old movie. It's okay. You don't have to force yourself to do new things all the time. And even doing this class, you're doing something new, and that's amazing. But just don't force yourself. Don't force yourself ever, because that's what fascists do, is force yourself to push through. And I think we can push through if we give ourselves kindness. So once you've written that list of what makes you feel cozy and safe, have a self-care night. And then once you're ready to go on to the next step, we can go on to the next step. The next step is to communicate and to express. And this is the fun part, but it's also the scary part because it involves bravery. So say when you have to have needs, and ask yourself, am I being authentic or am I dressing for someone else's benefit? Because all of us are trying to please each other, sort of. Like, that's just kind of what we do in humanity. We all try to please each other. Men are trying to please other men. Women are just trying to please themselves and other women. We're all just trying to please each other. And I think we need to create your dream. To create your dream outfit, you gotta trust that other people will like it, but you also gotta trust in yourself that you like it anyway. Like, you don't need to like be accepted by others to accept yourself. It's nice to be accepted by others and for them to compliment you, but you don't need their validation in order for you to feel happy in yourself. You can feel that on your own. But one way to like gain trust in others and to gain trust in yourself is to create your dream outfit based on that formula of your dream clothes that you want to wear, that you built when you were writing your values, and you were writing your list of what clothes would align with your personal values. If you've found clothes that align with your personal values and you want to go out in the world and show people, then you can ask yourself, am I being authentic or am I dressing for someone else's benefit? Because that question is going to help you so much on this journey. And you got to create your own dream outfit. So when you do, you can send a photo to one person you trust of that dream outfit and just be like, this is me, this is who I am. And if you don't have anyone you trust, that's okay. You can just do it for yourself in your room and you don't have to show anyone. But it might be nice to show someone. It's good to be brave and to be vulnerable, because you never get anything back in life if you're not vulnerable. So it's important to try to put yourself out there. But also the final step in this lesson, and we're going to do other lessons in the future, don't worry, but this is just the first lesson. But the next step is to accept that you can't please everyone all at once. Okay? You don't want to anyway. Why would you want to please the people that hurt you? They don't care about you the way you deserve to be cared about. Otherwise, they wouldn't hurt you like that. So we got to remember that you can't please everyone and everything all at once. Just like in Everything All at Once, the movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once, the movie, is literally saying that message that you can't please everyone, but you need to please yourself first. And then you can start to think about other people. Because if you don't put on your gas mask first in an accident, you might be able to not help others because of the fumes. So you gotta save yourself first before you can save other people. And I think this is how you can do that. It's just loving yourself and be giving to yourself and others. There's this film that I wanted to talk about that I already brushed past, but it was part of the be giving to yourself aspect. And there's a film called The Girl Who Cried Pearls. It's all about how you can't exploit each other for your vulnerability, but it's important that you remember the value of love and not to worship everything, but to value something, and that is love. So you gotta love yourself. And I think you should watch that movie. It's on YouTube for free. So it's called The Girl Who Cried Pearls. It just won an Oscar. It's a short film. It's less than like 15 minutes, and it will really widen your mind, and I think you'd really like it. So those are all of my tips today of how to dress sincerely for those who have lost themselves. And I hope one day you do find yourself within all of this. And I hope that you're happy. And I hope that one day you can be happy even more than you are today. Thank you so much for watching, and have a lovely day. My name is Kate. Also, the music is done by my boyfriend Kyle. If you'd like to listen to him, he's on Bandcamp. Okay, goodbye.
Gonna see what's back